Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video on this channel. And today we are going to be talking about Knott's Scary Farm and the announcement panel that they had last Thursday.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about everything that was announced, so sit down, relax, and listen.
So the event starts, and we have these group of people come dancing on the floor. It's raining, and it's crazy.
Sure.
And then what's his name comes out?
Jeff Tucker.
Jeff Tucker.
He's the ceremony extraordinaire for Knott's Scary Farm, and yes, he talks a little bit about what the event means, and he also tells everybody who's at that particular event that they can get their merchandise exclusive for that event right after. But then he talks about returning mazes. And what's the first of the returning mazes?
First one he brought up was Special Ops Infected.
Ooh. Tell me a little bit about what is
Special Ops Infected is real life Walking Dead, basically. You're going through the maze, you have a gun, a laser gun, and you're just fighting zombies.
And remember, kids, the only points that count are headshots.
Oh yeah.
So that's the only way you can stop the zombies from coming for you is you headshot. So that's a lot of fun.
That's gonna be something.
That's gonna be really crazy for us to try and film. We're gonna probably have like a GoPro.
That'd be cool.
On ourselves or on our heads or on the gun. We're gonna try and figure that out for showing all of you. What's the next one?
Next is the Red Barn.
The Red Barn.
Now the Red Barn is a family who, I guess they're cannibals, and they're just killing.
Yeah, so they're a family of farmers who have come across tough times, and now, the father of the farm is sending his two imbecile children after you, and they're going to be killing men, and they're also trying to find wives. So they're going after you women, they're going after you men, they're going after everybody. And then the following one is Shadowland. Shadowland is probably the most interesting of the returning mazes that I'm really looking forward to. Now, this is the story of what happens to samurais who face not a very honorable death. And they are now stuck in the Shadowland. And for some reason, so are you. You enter a pagoda, and you probably mess with some of the artifacts, and you end up in the Shadowland. And you are now going to be faced with these demons and these samurais who are now in this limbo state. And you have to find your way out.
Next up is Paranormal Inc.
That's right.
Paranormal Inc. You're going through a home, and something doesn't feel right. And you're messing with the electric boogaloo, the ghosts in the house.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
That is exactly how to describe this, that you are now in this paranormal world. It is a lot, for those of you who have seen videos, it's very, very much jump scary. The moment you enter that particular maze, it's going to be a lot of fun for us to go through.
It'll be a good one. Next up is one of our favorite, probably.
That we're excited.
Trick or Treat Lights Out. Oh my god. So, you're walking in, right? But before you go in, they're like, here's a flashlight. Have fun.
Oh, thanks.
So we're walking in, and it's pitch black, and you're using this flashlight to look around. Problem is, the flashlight doesn't always work.
It's
so you're going through, and you're gonna get scared, and
it's gonna start flickering, and then it'll go out for a couple of seconds and come back on, and oh, there's a scare actor right in front of you. Boom, de-doom.
That's gonna be so much fun.
And it's not. I mean, the most of it is very pitch black, but there is also when you see the scare actors, strobe lights. So it is a lot of fun.
Cool.
I'm really excited. I don't know how we're gonna film that.
That's gonna be a hard one, but hey, we're gonna try. Is Dark Ride. Now, Dark Ride is, the carnies, they're having rough times.
They really are.
And you're going through a destroyed, old, rusty little carnival, and a ride, right? Is it a ride? A
so
ride?
So what it's named after, Dark Ride, is like a ride like Alice in Wonderland or Snow White. And you are going to be walking through this, except you're not going to be by yourself.
Nope.
There's going to be clowns and other freaks from the carnival who stayed behind, and now whenever there's a guest, that's food for them. So another version of this is what they are going to be having in currently Carnival Graveyard, Rust in Pieces. That's going to be a Halloween Horror Nights 28. So it's gonna be cool to see comparison of what we experience and what you, the fans in Orlando experience with that particular attraction.
Finally, Pumpkin Eater. Now the name just says it all. It's a man, not a man, a creature that enjoys eating pumpkins, but pumpkins with human heads in them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Just going through.
That's all we know. We've never experienced it, so yeah.
The outfit that the Pumpkin Eater wears looks pretty cool.
Oh, that is scary. That is pretty scary.
Pretty scary.
So let's talk about scare zones now.
Yes.
So of course we have some returning scare zones, and we also have one new scare zone. And the returning scare zones are, you know, the most iconic for Knott Scary Farm, the one that started the entire event, and that's Ghost Town Street. And that is going to see the conductor, you're going to be seeing some of the workers, and they are going to each have roles and tasks that they have to complete by the end of every event. For example, the conductor last year had to somehow reach out to the real world. He was stuck in the ghost world, and he somehow had to make a connection to the real world through either a guest or interacting with a particular object. It doesn't seem like there's much specifics with these roles, but they have to complete these tasks by the end of the event.
Right. Next one is Carnival. It's spelled C-A-R-N Evil. So it's gonna be carnies again. That they're upset and they're gonna be going at you.
They're located in the boardwalk section, and it's going to be a lot of fun for us to experience that.
Next up is the Hollow. The Hollow is basically an area taken over by witches, and you know you're creating your own story through this their scare zone, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, that's all we know for now.
Here is the new scare zone for this year, 2018. Forsaken Lake. Forsaken Lake, which is going to be taking place right by Silver Bullet. There's going to be a funeral procession, and for some reason, you just being there is going to make all of the dead very angry. So all the drowned, because after years and years of decay,
from a swamp, they're in a swamp area.
The swamp has now absorbed all of these graves, and now they are floating up because of your presence, and they don't like you one little bit. So they're going to see a funeral procession. You're going to be seeing some of these iconic characters that we've already seen in like the trailers. It is going to be a lot of fun.
Well done.
Yeah, it's all Victorian era feeling, also very much...
feels a little Louisiana kind of thing.
Inspiration from New Orleans. It's going to be such a cool addition to Knott Scary Farm.
Now let's go quickly through the shows. First show is The Hanging. Now The Hanging is going to be a mix of, you know, Cirque du Soleil with a comedy act, which I think is going to be cool. You know, us who enjoy HHN, we miss Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventure, and I believe The Hanging is something close to that. So
yeah, pretty much.
You know, let's get some laughs in.
Yeah. So if you missed that, head on over to Knott Scary Farm. Check that show out. You won't regret it. Awaken the Dead. That's the next show, and that is a giant dance party to celebrate Dia de los Muertos. It is a lot of fun. Go ahead, start dancing with the dead, and yeah, that's just a little fun area.
And then Conjurer is a mix of comedy and a magic show.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then Hack's Cutting Room Floor. It's really, really cool. It's like you build your own story where you have these bee monsters, and there's also, you know, the audience are involved in creating the story on stage. Now let's talk about the new mazes.
Oh yeah, there's two!
There's two. And the first of the new mazes is Dark Entities. This looks very, very cool. It takes place in space, particularly a shuttle that you are on. And, well, there seems to be some entity that is non-terrestrial that is now infecting and mutating all of the humans on board. And so as you progress through this maze, you're going to see humans that are becoming more and more mutated, and at the end there is going to be a massive alien puppet, and that's pretty darn awesome. So I'm looking forward to this as a new addition to Knott's Scary Farm.
And then lastly is the depths. Now the depths is going to be taking place in underwater caves.
Ooh.
We are searching for a local mining group, who decided to go. You know what? Let's go under to these caves and search around it. They haven't came back yet, so we're going down there and we're looking for them. We find out they've been sacrificed to a underwater creature. So we're going to be seeing the underwater creature's helpers, maybe the miners after they've been
possibly.
And we're going to see the big old creature also. So,
and that's really exciting. And there you have it. That is what's all been announced for Knott's Scary Farm. We're very, very excited to go.
First year.
Let us know what you all think. Is this going to be, if you've never been, is this going to be what convinces you to go this year? Let us know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button.
If you're new to the channel, subscribe.
And follow us on all of our social media. And the links are in the description down below. And of course, I'm Thomas.
I'm Mr. E.
We are your boys.
We out.